If you tuned in yesterday to watch FBI Director Christopher Wray testify about the assassination attempt on Donald Trump, then you saw one of the most worthless congressional hearings in a very, very long time. I mean, right from Jerry Nadler's opening comments on, it was absolute trash, man. I mean, Democrats were more interested in talking about taking guns away from law-abiding citizens and talking about all their Project 2025 fantasies than anything else. But that's honestly, that's not even the most upsetting part. The most upsetting part for me, at least, were the multiple references to the kidnapping plot against Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer, right? The FBI, the left swears that happened, and the FBI still swears that they stopped it. And keep in mind, the entire point of yesterday's hearing was to literally quell all the conspiracy theories. I mean, plenty of people believe that something more nefarious is going on with the Trump stuff, right? And even more people than that do not trust the FBI. And a lot of these people are not wrong. I mean, they are completely within their rights. It's completely reasonable to question these things. And the Democrats still, man, to this day, they claim the FBI stopped some MAGA plot of domestic terrorism against Gretchen Whitmer, right? When in reality, that plot belonged almost fully to the FBI all along. The FBI and their sources were literally the ones responsible. I mean, Gretchen Whitmer herself was literally in on the planning. And still, this is where we're at in the year 2024.
There's sign here, Whitmer, kidnap, plot victim. Wait, you were one of them? Yes, sir. You were one of the ones?
I've talked to you for a very long time.
Real quick, I'm going to go back to Miranda, but tell me real quick, we only got about 20 seconds.
All right.
So you're one of the ones that got arrested for the plot?
Yes, sir. Eric Molitor. I'm Eric Molitor.
Tell me about it, real quick.
Real quick. I don't even know where to start.
FBI infiltrated, basically set it up. Am I right?
The FBI set everything up. They drove people. They paid for everything. They wrote the script. Governor Whitmer herself opened her scheduling book and decided with the FBI and state police when to be the best time for the daytime ride, the nighttime ride. Then they dupe people into it. They even have we even have proof of them telling people, get as many people in the trucks as possible and don't tell them what you're doing until they're already on the road. Yep, it was 100% set up, and Governor Whitmer, and if they can do it to nobody like me, they will come after everybody else.
So let me ask your part in this without getting, I don't know if you're still going through the legal battles on it.
Acquitted, man.
Acquitted. So acquitted. So this.
Absolute fact, man. I mean, you can't say it any better than that. If they can go after some random guy with some unpopular political beliefs in Michigan, if they can go after former and future presidents for what they believe, then there is basically nothing standing between them and the rest of us. And they almost got away with it. And this guy had to go to trial. He had to defend himself against his own state government and his own federal government. And he literally had to put it all in the hands of a jury. For what? For headlines? So that Democrats can say, you know, MAGA is dangerous or whatever they want to say. So people like Christopher Wray can testify to Congress that the most clear national security risk we face are because of some angry straight white guys. I mean, it's freaking insane. And it is this is a crazy story.
So acquitted. So this is one of those things. She's still out there pushing this as if it was a legitimate thing, that there was a kidnap plot against her that she set up with the FBI. So walk me through what actually happened that night.
Oh my gosh, man. So I didn't go on what's known as the nighttime ride. I was duped into the daytime ride. And oh my gosh, again, there's so much that goes into it. Anyways, I had set up a civil defense force for my area in Wexford, Cadillac City, because Antifa and BLM was coming up there. Through this process, I had met Adam Fox, who lived down here in Grand Rapids, actually. After a while, he got me a job in private security, which was really awesome. I thought this dude was really, really cool. And he actually is a good guy, by the way. The FBI, the government has lied about this man who's still in prison. Anyways, got a hold of me and asked me if I wanted to go for a ride. I asked, yeah, you know, what do you have in mind? I'm thinking it's this good guy shit that we got going on. Oh, sorry, stuff. I'm so sorry. That's okay. But good guy stuff that we had going on, you know, looking for these vans that the police were telling us, you know, yeah, they're coming. This is what they're driving. Anyways, so that's what I thought we were doing. Nothing was said about Governor Whitmer or anything like that. So anyways, we get him and Dan Chappell, the original FBI informant there, another lying person right there. He came up to pick me up, so him and Adam Fox. We get all the way up to Elk Rapids, which was an hour away from my house. Nothing was talked about. It was a truck with 3 men. We talked about women, alcohol, guns, like Americans do, you know. And anyways, we get up to Elk Rapids, and they said her cottage. I'm still not putting it together. You know, I'm thinking maybe the Antifa or BLM is trying to hold up it at a private residence instead of doing these hotels and motels that we heard about.
You guys were more doing security or what?
I thought that we were. When we got up there, and I'm already in a truck with people 100 miles away from my house, then they started talking about Whitmer's cottage. And right there, dude, like my heart sunk. I didn't know if I was going to make it out of that situation alive. I had no idea what was going on. So anyways, yeah, I took a video. I had him ask me, he said, "Hey, Molitor, I need to take a video." So we drove by her place, and on his phone, I took a video, and that's how I got the material support for terrorism. And because I had my side piece on me, like I always did, that was the felony firearm. Wow. Yeah, that was really nice of them. The government, that's what I'm talking about. So anyways, so that's how I got wrapped into it. And then nothing happened after that. I'm like, well, if this was serious, they'd be talking more. There'd be a whole group. I didn't know about all the other guys. I went in a truck with 2 people, man. So I don't know what the heck is going on. You know what I mean? So anyways, I didn't say anything. Why am I going to tell on crazy people what seemed like crazy talk? It didn't make sense. So anyways, then I got raided during a family get-together. They pointed guns at my children. You know, they were just little kids, man.
And so you look at what you guys have gone through, and I just want to wrap this up this way. You went through that. How concerned are you now what they're doing to President Trump? How concerned are you for the rest of the people, if they can do it to you, like you said, that how do we get justice back, real justice, if this is what our Justice Department will do?
What you need to do, everybody, write, call, email your representatives, form civil groups in your own community amongst yourselves. I'm not even talking about militias or anything, just people who are active. Learn how the system works.
I mean, what can you even say about that, right? How is it possible, man, that people like this are ignored and basically used by the government and by their partners in a corporate media, right? How is it possible that the same people that ignore him still allow people like Jerry Nadler to talk about this all as if it's real with no pushback? The media does not push back. Nobody pushes back. Gretchen Whitmer herself, she still campaigns on this garbage. She literally still to this day plays the victim card. I mean, it's crazy. It is absolutely insane. And the same people that allow that think everyone else is a conspiracy theorist. If you question any official narrative at all, you're a conspiracy theorist. If you question how a 20-year-old loner can get a ladder, a weapon, and himself within range of a presidential candidate, then you're a conspiracy theorist. But governors who pretend to be victims of a kidnap plot that they helped plan, no one cares.
Earlier today, Attorney General Dana Nessel was joined by officials from the Department of Justice and the FBI to announce state and federal charges against 13 members of 2 militia groups who were preparing to kidnap and possibly kill me, and refused to condemn white supremacists and hate groups like these 2 Michigan militia groups. Thank you to the fearless FBI agents.
This is the world we live in, man. This is without a doubt the world we live in. And there are dishonest and dangerous people that have at least some control. They probably have all the control, but they at least have some control over powerful media forces, over powerful government forces, especially in intelligence and law enforcement. And this is where we're at. Anyone who questions their intentions is just labeled as a right-wing, crazy MAGA conspiracy theorist. And this, like I said, man, this is the world we live in. And honestly, I don't know what can be done about it. You know, the left, they want to play fearmonger over all the Project 2025 stuff, especially over the parts of Project 2025 that literally would dismantle the more dangerous parts of this. You know, they call it the deep state. All it is the unaccountable bureaucratic power structure of the federal government. But honestly, I don't see how any thinking person could see any of that as a bad thing. Dismantling that, at least. I mean, the U.S. government has 23,000 pages of over 3,000 laws that they can use on anyone at any time for any reason. And they will. Even if they have to ship documents to your house themselves, they will use those laws. But anyway, I don't want to go too far off the deep end. That's just my take, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you haven't already, be a part of our growth. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, share the channel. I'll see you in the next one.